A very good evening and welcome to a brand new edition of Weekend Primetime News. I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka. First a look at the stories making headlines tonight. A teacher and 3 students drowned in Navaladi, Khattankudi. Minister Mahinda Nandalugamage says no Sri Lankan cricketer will participate in the IPL without a security guarantee. Six persons arrested in connection with an attack on a business establishment in Papaliana remanded until the 2nd of April. And now for the stories in detail. President Mahinda Rajapaksa toured the Vavuru Khanal Rajamahawihara last afternoon. According to the Presidential Media Unit, the development work of the Vihara came under the supervision of the President. The President called on the chief incumbent of the Vavuru Khanala Vihara, Venerable Dr. Dikwale Tisithera, and engaged in a cordial discussion with the Thera. Future development work of the temple came under discussion at the meeting, and the President also looked into the development plan of the temple. Now, according to the President's Media Unit, the President has insisted on the importance of preserving the historical value of the temple when carrying out development work. Taking a look at our developing story for tonight, there are exactly 3 days left for the start of the Indian Premier League. But will Sri Lankan cricketers participate in the IPL? A topic that has come under much discussion over the recent past. Speaking at an event in Navalapudi today, Minister of Sports Mahinda Nandalugamage said that the players' safety is his top priority.
The Board of Control for Cricket in India and the Indian government have notified us through the Ministry of External Affairs to take the necessary steps to send cricketers to India with the exception of the Tamil Nadu state. We will consider all factors including the cricketers' willingness and only then will we take a decision. Regardless of what conditions are imposed, if the Indian government does not give us a guarantee for the players' safety, then we will not send them abroad. First is the players' safety, second is their willingness, and third comes the assistance given to us in the past by the Indian Cricket Board and the Indian government. It is only after considering all this that we will let cricketers participate in this tournament.
Meanwhile, in an interview with the Times of India, former Indian cricket captain Rahul Dravid, who has been signed up to play with the Rajasthan Royals, said that the issue of the participation of Sri Lankan cricketers in Chennai matches was unfortunate.
Dravid said, quote, "There are few teams which have some good Sri Lankan players and they might have to change their strategies for the games in Chennai," unquote. He noted that the Royals only had Kusal Janit Pereira as a Sri Lankan in their lineup and said that if a call had to be made, then there are replacements. Rahul Dravid said that he is confident that the BCCI and the Indian government will handle this issue in the best possible way.
Well, up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day. Welcome back to the news. The 6 suspects arrested in connection with the attack on a business establishment and a yard housing heavy vehicles in Papaliana recently have been remanded until the 2nd of April. They were remanded after they were produced before the Nugegoda magistrate yesterday. A yard housing heavy vehicles was attacked by an unidentified group on the night of the 28th, following which the group had attacked an adjacent business establishment, hurling stones at it. Several employees of the establishment also sustained injuries following the attack. The crowd was dispersed from the venue only after the arrival of the police and the army at the scene. This incident, which caught public attention over the past several days, was covered in this manner by certain media institutions and social media websites. Heavy security had been enforced around the Papaliana area today. Police media spokesperson SP Buddhika Silvardhana said that the suspects arrested in connection with the incident are due to appear in an identification parade on the 2nd of April. The police media spokesperson added that further investigations are underway to arrest more individuals in connection with the incident after examining the video footage from that night. Addressing a media briefing today, Minister Maithripala Sirisena said that the government will not hesitate to arrest those who incite violence.
The government will not hesitate to take legal actions against individuals who attack communities and their properties irrespective of whether they are Muslims, Tamils or Sinhalese. Certain groups may attempt to take political advantage by creating divisions within ethnicities and tarnishing the image of the government by creating unrest in the country. Therefore, as the government and as the secretary of the ruling party, we request everyone to refrain from engaging in acts of violence.
The Ministry of Cooperatives Internal Trade has initiated a program to purchase excess stocks of vegetables. The program commenced today at the Dambol Economic Centre. Stocks will be purchased via Lanka Satosa and will be put on sale at Satosa outlets.
50,000 kilograms of excess stocks of vegetables went to waste yesterday. Traders say that there is an increased supply in vegetables like turnips, okra, snake gourd and brinjals. Today, officials from Lanka Satosa, on an initiative of the ministry, came to the Dambula Economic Centre and introduced a system to measure stocks which would go to waste. The farmers are very happy about this because their produce is being purchased at a higher price. I think that if this program continues into the future, then these vegetables will not go to waste and the farmers will receive a proper price. These were the views expressed by farmers regarding this initiative. This is a good program. It is good that farmers like us are being looked after. We could not sell this to anyone. The vegetables were all piling up. We are very happy. If this is properly implemented, it will be a huge relief for the farmers.
Speaking at separate events, former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca and UNP parliamentarian Ravikana Nayaka commented on the current economy.
The economy of our nation is being gradually dragged into a pit. Today a dollar is 135 rupees. If this continues, when you go shopping, you will have to fill a three-wheeler with cash. And then you can return on foot with the shopping bag of goods that you bought with all that money. At the rate money is devaluing our country, you will have to take a three-wheeler full of cash to purchase a loaf of bread. Sarath Fonseca expressed his views during a public rally held in Narammala today. Meanwhile, the United National Party LPTA Communications Committee was established yesterday under the auspices of MP Ravi Karunanayaka. The economy of this country has crumbled. The SLFP has broken into about 10 factions. It is not difficult to topple this government. The one thing is that we have to work hard with unity. Do we need to talk about the economy? It has been 4 years since the war concluded. Has any of it come to the people's pockets? Do Pradesh Sabha members receive funds to do things they need to do? No. That money is distributed as their commissions.
Unsystematic waste disposal is a punishable offence. News First recently reported on how over numerous years local government institutions in the southern province have been engaging in unsystematic waste disposal. However, News First correspondent in Ambalanpeta Rahul Samant Hethyarachi obtained footage which shows that this activity is continuing as before. News First reported on this issue on the 12th of this month. However, on the 23rd, fetid waste was disposed at this location once again from a bowser belonging to the Hambantara Pradesh Sabha. This waste mixes with the waters of the D18, D19 and D20 waterways which flow across agrarian villages and carry water to the Kadabara River. Water from this reservoir is released to the Walave Ganga via the Ridiyagama waterway and the Koggala Ara which flow across the villages of Madhya Mahalanda, Karagasara, Baragama, Bolana and Koggala. News First also pointed out how farmers live and livelihoods are threatened by wild elephants who are attracted to the buffet of garbage and how animals which consume the waste had died. The Karambagala and Madunagala Ara Nesenasanas are also situated not far from this location. When News First made inquiries regarding this issue on the 12th of this month, the chairman of the Suryaviva Pradesh Sabha said surrounding local government institutions should be held accountable for it. The problem is yet to be resolved. Adding to an alarming trend, 4 more people drowned today. A teacher and 3 students met with this unfortunate fate near the Navaladi river mouth in Kathankudi, Batikalo.
The teacher and a group of students from Badulla had travelled to Batikalo on an excursion. According to our correspondent, the group of 9 were bathing in the sea close to the Navaladi river mouth when tragedy struck. 4 of the group were caught up in a wave and were washed out to sea. The 40-year-old teacher, Kandasamy Prathapan, a victim in the incident, was employed at the Saraswati Junior School in Badulla. The 3 students who drowned today have been identified as 16-year-old Kanagasabe Sudarshan, 17-year-old Balasubramaniam Abhishan and 17-year-old Paul Shantan. Several drownings have been reported over the past month. The most recent incidents were reported yesterday from Kahatudua and Dompe. While a 14-year-old schoolboy drowned while bathing in a waterway near the Kahatudua interchange on the Southern Expressway, another 14-year-old schoolboy drowned while bathing near the Kapugoda Pier in Dompe. On the 16th of this month, a schoolboy drowned in Pasikuda while on an educational excursion. A 3-year-old boy drowned when he fell into a water-filled ditch in Karabawa Anamadua in Puttalam on the 10th of this month. Meanwhile, on the 9th, a 27-year-old man drowned while bathing in the sea off Unawatuna in Gaul. The corpse of a man who drowned in the sea off Polhena Matara was recovered on the afternoon of the 10th of this month.
Nine people have drowned this month alone. Reminders every week. Shouldn't the authorities turn their attention towards this alarming trend? Shouldn't the public pay more attention to their safety?
News First You reporter Susanta Thabru from Koskoda filed this report on a head-on collision involving 2 buses that took place in his area.
A bus flying from Colombo to Tangol and a bus flying from Ambalangoda to Colombo were involved in a head-on collision at about 7:30 this morning at the Koskoda junction. Severe traffic congestion was caused at the Koskoda junction this morning as a result of the accident.